Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Small Talk, which should be my LEC and LCS post-game interview content. I'm here with the magnificent BDS Nuc and Nuc. I mean, coming off a massive win, coming off a pretty strong 2 weeks. How do you and the team feel? I mean, I would say defying a lot of other people's expectations. I think a lot of teams were still looking a little bit down on BDS. We're underestimating BDS. Did that kind of feed into you guys playing so well? I mean, is that something that you guys talk about or use that as fuel? Like, how does it feel?
I mean, first of all, it's feeling really good, right? To be 5-1 and just winning. It's a nice sensation. And yeah, to talk about like the underestimate thing, like every time people underestimate us, they just were wrong. So I just hope people will not overestimate us again, because last time it happened, it went pretty bad in summer. So I just hope people keep looking at us down, and that we keep working on our side in the shadow and just delivering on stage.
And to kind of talk about the strong start, right? You're a team that, from a lot of different teams, you only actually replaced one player within your bot lane, and it was Ice. Do you think that had a big role in you guys like getting onto the patch, starting really well? Like, is it much easier playing with 3 other individuals that you've already had so much success with, that you've played with for a decent amount of time now? Like, do you think that kind of factors into you guys hitting such a strong start?
Yeah, for sure, keeping 4 of the 5 players that we spent the whole year with and went to Worlds is for sure like if you're smart, it would be a big lead in the beginning, right? And yeah, just one change, and basically, Ice is one of the most mechanical player I've ever seen. I mean, he come from Korea, right? Which explain why he's so good mechanically. And the change, like Crony Ice, kind of make. I'll talk for me, but it kind of make me thinking I have to step up. I mean, no matter what, I'm playing to step up, right? I go every day at the office to step up, but
yeah,
I had this special feeling of like pushing my knowledge to another extent to make sure that me, Adam Sheo, Labrov can connect way better with each other, and that we can lead Ice by using his hands to just win the game, because he has a very good hand. So yeah, and that's looks good for now.
And I do want to talk about playing with Sheo, right? Because I think it's a little early to say, but I'm going to call it. I think you and Sheo look like one of the best mid-jungle duos right now. You guys are playing insanely well. Is that something you intentionally worked on with Sheo, maybe in the off season or leading up to the new season? Or is it just, does it feel like, regardless of how much time you guys spend apart in the off season, it's just instant, right? Like, oh, this guy knows how to play the game the way I want to. It seems like you and Sheo are really able to lead your team as a whole to some really crazy victories and some really crazy plays.
Yeah, I mean, with Sheo, it's kind of like, it's kind of the first time I have this in like a team, because basically the first time I've met him in like Korea, it was like a boot camp in Korea between academy and main team when BDS was like last every season, and we just insta connect with each other. It was like kind of crazy. He just became my best friend in one day, and it's not that we like I don't know, it's just natural. Like it's kind of crazy to me, but we just play together, we have fun together, and we just when we have to be here, we are here, right? I mean, today was like the little oopsie 2v2 mid.
Happens.
But yeah, happens, I guess. I mean, it was kind of unlucky, to be honest, but happens. And yeah, we managed to find good comeback play.
Yeah, I do want to talk about, like you said, playing with the same individuals that you went to Worlds with, all that kind of stuff. Is it easier for you guys as a team to kind of give each other criticism and kind of talk about like, hey, you fucked up here, like we need to do this? Is it much more easier for you guys to talk about that without, kind of like hurting each other's feelings and stuff like that? Because I know with new rosters or when new players come in, it's kind of, you have to be a little bit more nicer. You have to like try to understand where they are. At this point with everybody other than obviously Ice, is it much easier to kind of talk about what you wanted to do, what we did wrong, like later into the day with like reviewing and stuff like that?
I mean, it's kind of funny because it was actually the total opposite at the beginning of the year, the last year, right? The first new team of BDS. Everyone was like we were not like shy, like not trying to. We were like too much, It was like in a psycho way. Like everyone was like just psycho.
Okay.
Everyone just psycho. It was full psycho. And this year we went down, and now we actually come to the point where we give productive feedback. We like just here to win, right? To learn the game together.
Mhm.
So it kind of did the opposite. Instead of like being too nice, at being right adjustment of like talking and everything. It went from psycho to nice. I mean, to right adjustment.
It went from toxic to okay, we can actually
Exactly,
work
yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I do want to talk about Adam as a top laner because I think at some point, and maybe early on in his career, he got kind of labeled as like, oh, he can only play a certain amount of champions. He only does this. He doesn't know how to do this. But it seems like as a team, BDS has really helped him grow as a player, but also you guys really understand how to play with Adam's strengths. Is that something that took a little bit of time to learn, or was it more of an instantaneous, like, okay, this is how Adam plays, this is the way he wants to play, let's figure out like what we can do around him and with him?
I mean, for sure it took time, right? Because he plays a lot of like ghost champ and everything without TP, and especially the first year we were like, okay, how do we exactly play the map without like 2 TP? How do we put the lane assignments? How do we like make all of stuff? And we just learned and we just practice on it, right? Even in LCK they played without TP, right? So it's like it's not out of the book. It's like you just have to play in a different way that makes him enable himself so he can be here when we fight on the right timing. So yeah, I think we did a pretty good job on it. And yeah, Adam is just a really people are saying that he's not versatile and everything, but I think he's the opposite. He's like really versatile, just by like his laning, right? He has a really good laning knowledge, so he can pick up champs really fast, and yeah, it's just really good to have him on the team.
I do want to talk about kind of what happens into the mid game, into kind of the late game when it comes to shot calling wise. Like, is it kind of you or Adam being the biggest voice? Is it Labrov talking about it? Like, how does the team fight happen? Like the pre discussion, like, hey, we're gonna do this. We want to set up this way. Like, talk me through 1 minute before Dragon.
Okay. Well, 1 minute before Dragon, I guess. First of all, it depends of like the composition, of course. Like if I have like for example today I have Nico, right? I would be more vocal on what I need to fight, right? Like on this world, Labrov try to place it here. I will show myself bots and I will play for TP, like all this type of stuff. And yeah, I think in mid game like shot calling is like it's a wide subject, right? But we all bring our pieces together. We all give. There is like I would say the main line. Like me, sometimes Adam, like brings the main line of like like the main line basically of like
the overarching.
Yeah, the overall, and then there is like Labrov, Ice, Sheo, adding all this little extra stuff, that's that just make it better, and everyone is like just shot calling, like actually everyone just shot calls. So this is just a group effort, and it's looking good until now. So we'll keep doing it like this.
Yeah, you guys look like a very well-oiled machine when it comes to kind of picking the right engages, understanding like, hey, we can kill this person there. Like it's almost instant. Like it kind of feels like you guys aren't really talking to each other. It's almost like you know what each other want. But I am getting that 1 minute warning. So one final question. I do want to talk about kind of the season start here, the new League of Legends season. For you as a competitive player, has this season kind of been the most fun and refreshing as opposed to all the other seasons that you may have competed in?
For sure. The new season is just so like it's just everything new. I really like it, especially like the fact that mid lane just became bigger, right? And especially afterward, I really wanted like to work on my laning phase. And just the fact that the lane was bigger in Scream and everything, I was just like limit testing. I was just playing for my lane and everything, and I became, I think, really good at it. And it's just yeah, I really like the new change. It gives some fresh air to like League of Legends.
Perfect. Nuc, do you have any more shout outs? Anybody you'd like to like highlight? Maybe the fans, whatever.
Well, thanks for every BDS fans. Even though at the beginning there was not that many, right? Thank you guys to support us. We'll try to give you more of this type of game, more just good looking, clean game for your eyes, no matter what happens. So we just keep working and give our best.
Thank you so much, Nuc.
Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, leave a like, comment, do all that jazz. I genuinely try to respond to every single comment I see because it's always interesting to see the other opinions of people that care about League of Legends esports as much as I do. Obviously, the best way to support me is to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications on my latest uploads. If you want to see more of me and my content, I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. The link will be in the description box below. If you are into short form content, I'm also on TikTok. We talk about LPL, LCK, LEC, all the stuff over there. We talk about roster moves. So if your jam is short form content, head over to TikTok, hit the follow button there. I'm also on Twitter. So all of that stuff will be in the description box below. But other than that, thanks for watching the video and I hope to see you soon.